Welcome to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Lincoln Financial Field, and it is indeed home to the 2018 Super Bowl champion Eagles. The link also is home to the Temple Owls. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Navy's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. Dropping back, it's Horvath. He lofts one down the sideline. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. So the Temple Owls offense will take the field for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a running back they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
It is important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Give to the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Right on the money. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Toss to the outside. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's loose. Now they're really starting to threaten as they... First down at the 34-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think
throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And that shows you the importance of the run game and balance on offense. They run the football. Next play, they come back. Safeties, linebackers, bite on the run, opens up the big pass down the field. He catches it, and he glides into the end zone for 6.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give from the gun. Just ran him over. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Owls really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the air, it's McCoy. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
He's got him in the flat. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The give out of the gun. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going,
turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away to buy time. QB got it himself. Oh, a lot of space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. To the air, it's Horvath. Fierce pressure. pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We reach the break, and Navy holds the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the... Oh, he's got some space. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. Navy was pinned deep and now a chance to put together a drive. They'll try to get outside. He'll be hauled down just in... Ten at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Navy! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Owls in the hurry-up. He'll try the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football, and you're expecting...
The Sneak scores it. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Looking for those open spaces, and the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Firing to the right, complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Looking to throw, it's McCoy. Flushed out of the pocket. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes it.
All by himself down the middle. The 30. Oh, he's getting ahead of... Touchdown, Owls. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today. They're up by 4 over Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. At the 40, there he goes. Flying down the left side. Wide open space. Touchdown, midshipman. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll move the tight end. He'll do it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Finds the tight end. Breaks his tackle, and he's got room. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Putting together a nice drive. Couple of first downs in the books. Now 1st and 10 from the 44. To throw, it's McCoy. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Temple lines up quickly. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Trying to beat the D deep. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Owls! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Oh, they're after him.
You know, as an offense, you've got to do a better job pass protecting, and you got to start thinking about max protection at this point of the game, because if you don't get hats on hats, your quarterback goes down on his own 2-yard line. You're lucky you didn't give up a safety.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A fair catch is called for. It'll give them great field position. This offense has it with really good field position. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking to pass. It's McCoy. Rushes on him. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Navy! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Look. Only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Catch in the middle. It's Stewart. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Temple lines up quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up to 49. And the Owls have this offense rolling. Dropping back, it's McCoy. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision.
There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Handoff to the lone back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He lobs one high down the left side. Got it in stride at the 15. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, midshipman.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. 14. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Here's the give off the left side. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
From the gun, the running back has it. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw, it's McCoy. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. Shows him the stiff arm. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Quarterback on the keeper. He was able to pick up a few, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be 4th down at the 41. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Owls need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's McCoy. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Temple lining up to punt it away. Makes a catch at the 10. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And here comes the Navy offense. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll run it from the gun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Bringing the heat. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. From the gun on 3rd down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. Navy will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the Owls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? To the air, it's McCoy. Hauls it in. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Clark. It's a seam wide open. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Good right down the boulevard.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Horvath. Steps away. Pulls it in, it's Smith. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Off the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's caught. Touchdown, Navy! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Quickly to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Owls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's McCoy. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And how about the hat trick? Like adding insult to injury. You got him in passing situation. You know what's coming. All I'm doing right now is trying to pad my stats and get those sacks.
Lofts one high and deep. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Lots of running room. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Slings it downfield. It's caught. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got it, looking for a first. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its fourth down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It
fires deep toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Pocket breaking down. Skips away from pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He rolls all 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Horvath. Big fella moving. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Temple takes over and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
And how frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Here's a heat. Crosses the 30. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to the big tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Temple lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock.
The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Scanning the field, it's Horvath. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Intercepted for the 11th time. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the 4th quarter. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes.